So let's say you have an idea for a training product, but how do you create good videos for it? Let's find out. Hi everyone, Eva from Traveling Entrepreneurs here. Today I thought I'd make a quick video about how to create good videos, especially for training products. Training products have become one of the hot things in demand right now, behind digital products online. Well, technically it is a digital product, of course. But training videos are quite a great educational tool for a lot of people that are willing to pay for knowledge. And the reason for it is because you can see the person that's training you, you can see their body language, you can see what they're talking about. Sometimes they might use props to show certain things and video demos and things like that. And it just creates more of a personal effect rather than giving someone a download of a whole bunch of text. So today I wanted to cover a couple of key points about what you need to remember about making good training videos if this is something that you plan on creating for a current or a future product that you want to launch or sell online. So first of all, make sure that you create a plan. I know that it might kind of sound boring, but trust me, it's going to save you a lot of time and hassle in the long run. Make sure that you plan out your training videos. So if you have a number of them, make sure that you have a header for each of them, and then break each one down into the certain points that you want to talk about. So usually in every single training video, let's say they might be 5 minutes long, you're planning on doing 5-minute training videos. Make sure that you cover at least 3 points in them, and make sure that they're quite specific as well, so that then you can elaborate within the training video itself. Hopefully these planning stages are going to ensure that it's going to be easier for you to actually film and then edit and then put it all together in the long run, instead of just sitting in front of a camera and rambling on about stuff and thinking it's okay, I can edit it all later and make sense of it all. It's best to create a plan. So write it down either on your computer or on a physical piece of paper and follow it when you're filming. Now the process of filming can sometimes get to become quite an expensive one, because you might want to have a green screen, you might want to have a fancy camera, you need lapel microphones, things like that. So the very first thing to remember is use the tools that you already have. I know Sam talks a lot in some of his trainings, especially inside of Laptop Startup, around the fact that all you really need is an iPhone these days, because the video quality is quite good, the sound quality is quite good. So even if you just have a smartphone, you can film it on that. As you start to make a profit with your online projects, then you can invest in a better camera and lapel microphones and tripods and green screens. But first of all, use the tools that you do have, and that goes for editing software as well. So for example, Camtasia, they do a 30-day free trial, so make sure that you film your videos and then you sign up to the free trial so that you can edit your videos in there, and then by the time you sell your course, hopefully you would have made some money to be able to keep paying for Camtasia to keep using it. Alternatively, you can use a number of other tools. There's some free tools that are available online. There's other paid tools. The reason why I bring up Camtasia is because I've been using it for many years, and it's quite easy and intuitive for me, but for other people it might not be enough. I know that Sam prefers Premiere Pro, for example, but again, that's an extra investment, and that's really up to you about how much you want to invest in it. But especially if you're just starting out, use the tools at your disposal that you already have. Now, just a way to break up some of your training videos if you are creating them, and especially if they are quite long, is to break them up with certain extra features. So you might want to have like an animation inside of them. You might want to have like a text box pop up that shows up. You might want to create a computer demonstration where you're showing your customer or the person that you're training something on the screen, or you might even want to use props, something that you hold up inside the video, just to break it up a little bit so it's not just a person talking all the time in front of you on camera. And then one of the last tips in creating great training videos is to think about the editing process when you're editing it, and try and add small details to your video. So for example, you might want to add in an intro where you have the title of the video in it. So it might be like a black screen with some white text on it, or alternatively like white screen with, I don't know, red text on, I don't know, whatever fits into your branding that you decide to do. You might want to place a little logo at the bottom of your video, and at the very end you might want to just phase it out into darkness, or you might want to have some sort of call to action at the end of the training video, or maybe a checklist that shows up on screen for what you want your your customer or your visitor or the person that's watching the video to do. So think about little details that you can add during the editing process. Sometimes it's quite hard to add in, props into the middle of a video, or, if you're doing some training that might not require a computer demonstration, it might be quite hard to add it in. Obviously, if you obviously can't add it in at all, so think about what small additions you can make during the editing process just to make the video a little bit easier to get through for your viewer. That's it from me. Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video, and comment below with whether you have created a training video before and what was the biggest challenge that you had with that. And I will see you in one of the next videos. I'll see you later.